Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We're back with What Sold. I'm out here in the office. Just did a lot of listing last night, staying busy, trying to still get through this death pile, but garage sales are opening up, so I don't think I'll fully get through it, but trying to tackle some of it. I hope you guys will enjoy the video. This is part two. A lot of good sales as always, something hopefully you'll be able to learn from. But I was actually curious. I'm always looking to learn about new channels or people who are making videos that might be newer to YouTube. I'm looking for people to watch. So if you got anyone, any recommendations, go ahead and put in the comments. I'll check them out. Or if you're making videos yourself, let me know. And I'll give you a subscribe and I'll take a look at it just so I can try to learn. It's always good to get different perspectives from people. It's always something that can help us grow because all of us are selling different things, have different, uh, you know, knowledge on different categories and different things that might be able to help each other's business. So if you have anyone, go ahead and put them in the comments. If you're watching one of the bigger channels that everybody knows about, probably no need to put them in the comments. I think we all know who Lonnie and Matt are and, John and all them. So probably don't need to reference those. I think most of us probably know about them. They have their success because they're great channels and everyone loves to watch them and can learn. But I'm looking for some other people too that might not be as well known or might just starting up. So if you have anyone, go ahead, put them in the comments. We'll get to the video though. Hope you guys enjoy. Take care. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We're back with another What Sold. This is for Thursday. Pretty good day. Let's get into it. The worst sale though is this sunset counted cross stitch. Sold for $7.99. I don't even remember what I paid. Probably $1 or $2 for it. It's going to ship first class. Just wasn't a very valuable one. I usually look for patterns that just look kind of unique. Not these kind of generic ones. Christmas stuff usually is okay. Things with like cats or horses or stuff can do well. A lot of them will sell, and this is a bad picture. It's a super old listing, so that didn't help either. But sold for 8 shipped. Happy to get out of here. Again, it will go first class. It doesn't even weigh that much. These are an awesome book set to look for. The value tails, there's like 30 or 40 of them. This is just a lot of 5. I think I paid like $1.50 each or something for these. They ended up selling for 25 shipped. It wasn't really a great margin. It was all right. They go medium mail. I paid up for them because I know they sell, and I usually find them and lot them together. But I'm like, I'll just try listing 5 and see if they'll go, and they went for 25 shipped. Some PS3 games. These are all Call of Duty games. They sold for 19 or 18 and some change shipped. They might even go first class because the PS3 ones seem to be pretty light. Ratchet and Clank here for PS2 demo disc. This ended up selling for like 23 shipped, so pretty good deal. De La Soul, I think, sold for, I don't know, 16 or 17 shipped. It's a cassette. It even had damage there, but it's still sold. That's from the rap and hip hop cassette lot. These nicotine lozenges, they're actually brand new sealed, as you can see there and down there. But these came from a discount store. You can see the package is damaged. These people buy like pallets of product that probably almost always damaged boxes and stuff like that. Probably overstock stuff too. I paid $11 for these, and they sold for 37 shipped. Sold within like a day or two, so that was pretty good. Downhill Domination, a PS2 game most people probably overlook, but it sold for 20 shipped. I've sold it before. Here's one of those like Warner Brothers old DVDs. This one sold for $9 disc only. I'll put it in a case though, but that came out of the DVDs I've been selling from the Warner Brothers ones. This one sold 9. I think I sold 2 others for like 10 or 11 shipped each, so maybe 3. So we may have almost $40 in sales. I paid 10 for all those DVDs, and I had like 15 of those style, and I had a bunch of reel-to-reels, which will sell as well. A Cronus 3. So this is a really cool little stopwatch here. It doesn't work though. It'll like power up every once in a while if you have the battery in there, but then sometimes it won't work. I paid $3 for this at a estate sale. It ended up selling for 20 shipped for parts. It came with the box. They're really not worth a whole lot broken, but I had the box and everything. I think that's what helped mine. If you have a working one, probably 25, 30 shipped. Wouldn't be out of the question. And this is actually a remote. This was my father-in-law's remote for their fan. They ended up getting a new fan unit or whatever. It had a different remote. Tested it out. It does work though. There were none listed in this kind. There were none available. So I listed at 70 shipped, thinking or best offer, thinking 50 plus $60 an offer might come through. Sure enough, someone paid full price 70 shipped for this, and it comes with a little attachment thing here. So pretty good deal. Look out for your fan remotes. A lot of times when they're no longer available, people can get like a new unit put up there for the fan with a aftermarket remote or whatever and a receiver. But if they have the old receiver, they'll need the right kind of remote, and people sometimes are willing to pay up for it. I'm sure this probably costs as much as that fan probably does now used, so someone's paying a lot of money just for a remote. But I'll show you guys if anything else sells. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with the what sold for the weekend. Pretty good week. Can't really complain too much. Won't be a hard packing job for the most part. Nothing too crazy, but let's get into it. I've sold these before. These are the HP page wide inks. They were not $14.90. They were $5 at the discount store. I got like 5 to 10. I don't even know how many I have left. 1 or 2 left. This one took a best offer of 60. I've sold them as high as 120. But 60 is kind of the lowest I've taken, and it's a repeat buyer. He bought one for 60, came back, and I had taken it then, so I figured I have to accept it again, and I accepted the 60, and he bought this, so that's pretty cool. This is a little book set here, the Dragonlance Legends Trilogy. I think this was $4 or $3 at the library sale, and I ended up selling. I sent an offer out to watchers, and it sold for 20 shipped. It's going media mail, so not too bad. This is a Dynadoc, for Toshiba Dynadoc 3.0. Appears to be, new and open box. This ended up selling for an offer to watchers out at $40. Here is a Starbucks, like a Stanley Starbucks thermos. This one was also offer out to watchers, threw it up at 35 shipped, and someone took it. I paid $5 for that. I had bought a bunch of Starbucks from one person. Their wife was a rep for Starbucks or something like that. And so she would sometimes get, I guess, the extra mugs and stuff that they had. And he's told me that she gets them about twice a year. She'll get a huge pile of them. And I gave him my number, and I told him, hey, if you get them, just call me back, and I'll come pick them up, and I'll pay $5 a piece. And he said he would, but we haven't heard anything. And it's probably been about 6 months. So we'll have to maybe see if we can find them at a sale again. But that was an awesome deal. A couple of books. These are from the Rock and Roll lot where I got all the tour shirts. You guys probably have already seen a video on that, but a couple of these sold $15 for this little book, or $12, something like that. $10 for the Nashville Sound, and the Beatles Complete Easy Guitar sold for $15 as well. So pretty good. They all go media mail, really easy to ship, and some decent money there. Here is a Littlest Pet Shop. This cat sold for $18 shipped. I'm down to one cat that I listed individually, I believe, left. All the rest have sold, and they've all sold for, I think, at least $13, something like that, so pretty good. These are 2 Disneytronics little figures. When I was at a storage unit guy sale, I threw these in with all the little Disney cameras that you guys may have seen in another video that I sold. These ones, they didn't really have any comps. I mean, I scanned them, and there were a couple listings, but none real sold. Figured I'd grab them anyways. I think this one, since the box is damaged, sold for $25 shipped. And this one with no box damage sold for $35 shipped, I believe. So pretty good deal there, and I have one left. I think it's a Mickey Mouse, like Fantasia one or something like that. I don't remember, but I got one more left. So those have done pretty well. Here is a Ninja Professional Blender. The model number is BL740. I need to wipe it off again. This one did work. I ended up selling for $36 shipped. I just took the Ninja Blender and parted it out. It seemed like there was more money there. I think I've sold a couple things off there. The blade and some little side cups, and I think I have the picture or whatever left. So yeah, pretty good deal there. This is a shirt that I honestly think I had when I was a kid. I got it in a big lot of clothes that I had bought, and it was not worth a whole lot. It's an old listing, you'll be able to tell. It's a polo size large, sold for like 10 something shipped. You'll make a couple bucks maybe, but really not worth your time, so don't do that. You guys probably saw me pack up the white Miele vacuum that I sold for $200. I got good feedback on that. That was a good deal. When I bought it, it came with a bunch of extra boxes of bags. So I decided the sealed boxes, I'd sell them separately, and this sold for $20 shipped. And then I gave the guy that got the vacuum one open box of bags, so that I could squeeze a couple extra bucks out of this. Here's a retail arbitrage. Before I even knew what retail arbitrage was, I went to Home Goods. We were looking around, and I was doing eBay then. I was just doing auctions. This is a lot. This is probably like 7 years ago. And I went to this Home Goods place, and I was with someone shopping there, and I saw this for like $3 or something like that. And I was like, oh, I bet that would sell on eBay, And I kept it, and it already had tape on it and everything, and I actually got pretty beat up over the years too of moving, and I finally found it in some stuff that I had, and I listed it, and it sold for like 14 ships. So it might just fit under first class. It really wasn't a good buy, but that's probably my first official retail arbitrage attempt, and I didn't even know what that was back then. This is like a Nerf Wii Sports pack. You can kind of see it right here. It's a little dusty. This one's been in storage for a long time. This sold for like 16 shipped. We're not going to make a whole lot of money on it. What it really wasn't worth listing, and it took forever to sell, but it did sell. Here's some Brooks. these shoes, there's a little scuff right there, but aside from that, these things look like they were never worn. I think I paid 16 bucks. I got 2 pairs at Savers the same day. They were a half size off of each other. And then I sold the first pair for 60 ship, which I was fine with. That's what I was hoping to get. These ones took a little longer, but they sold for 55 ship, which is still okay for me. 16 to 55 shipped. Even if it's going to cost 8 to 10 to ship them, there's still plenty of money for it to be worth my time. And the shoes were in such great shape, it didn't take a whole lot of work for them. The media type stuff, a Red Men Muddy Waters cassette. This is from the big hip hop and rap cassette lot. That sold for 15. 2 Tricky cassettes. I think these sold for 16 or 17. The Tension and Grassroots or something like that. This is a DVD from the rock lot, I believe, Backbeat. That sold for like 11 shipped. This is a different DVD lot where I bought from. They had a bunch of these like old movies that they remade on DVD. I sold a bunch of them for around 10 bucks. This one sold for actually 12 shipped, so that was pretty cool there. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Any of you vampire people have probably heard of this series before. This one sold for like 51 ships, something like that. A bunch of them are sealed. I ended up getting this with, there's another DVD set that goes along with this. I don't know which one it's called. Someone probably knows. I guess some of the characters or some kind of story intertwines. I think I paid 35 bucks, and that one sold for like 60 or 70 shipped. And this one finally sold for 51. It took forever, and it was on sale. Video games, a Yu Yu Yakushua. This one is brand new sealed, but it's just trashed. This one sold for 15 shipped on a best offer. Safecracker, not really a well-known game, sold for 8 shipped, took forever. Mortal Kombat sold for $13.50. This one always sells, and you can usually get decent money for it on the PS3. Blur, actually a really good game to look out for. This one's in an aftermarket case and everything. This one sold for 20 shipped, something like that. Family Feud for the Wii. This one always sells too, sold for 14. And then this is a not so great deal. ESPN College Hoops 2K5 sold for like 5 bucks and some change. So not the greatest, but happy to get rid of it. Probably one of the oldest listings in my whole eBay store. Monopoly Sun Terra. This is a brand new sealed board game. I think we paid 3 or 4 bucks for it. It sold for 20 shipped after all the discounts over the years. Picture stinks. I should have gone ahead and redone it. And it's not the most desirable Monopoly anyways, but I should have redone the listing. That would have been a smart thing to do. Get a better, brighter picture in there. I think we could have done a little bit better, or at least would have sold quicker, but it sold for 20 shipped. It's going to cost us 10 to 12 to ship it. It's not super heavy, but probably going to go, if it's close enough, priority. If not, I'll go FedEx for around 10 to 12. We might make a couple bucks on it, but it's not really not worth the time. But I am happy to get some of my older listings out of here and done. We'll do this one last. This is the one of the wholesale Xbox lots I have. It's like a wholesale deal. Basically, it's just a bulk buy of all these Xbox games. Most of them are actually, in the cases and everything like that. You can see there's some loose ones too. Most of these ones are not worth a whole lot. I just kind of sell them as is. And for the most part, it's gone pretty well. Took a best offer of 95 shipped. There's like 70 of these. Usually ends up costing like 20 to 30 to ship them. Not a whole lot. I try to make about $1 a disc. That's my goal. On this one, I won't really make that. I'll make a little bit less, but these are the last ones left from the big lot I did. And I just want them out of here. They're just taking up space, and I'm already working on building another lot. So when I buy big bulk video games, I list all the ones that are really worth my time. Anything that's either too scratched up or just not worth selling, I put in one of these little crates. Once it gets pretty much full at the end of the year, usually by then I'll have enough in every different type of video game, and I'll just do a bunch of wholesale lots, usually around like November, December, and try to move them out. So 90 something shipped or 90 shipped, something like that, and I'm happy to get rid of these. And then lastly, this is a cool buy. This is from Storage Unit Guy. It's the Tandy deal. You may have seen the video. Hopefully I'll link it if I remember. When I was there, I was just grabbing anything that looked old and interesting and throwing it into my bucket. I found these. These are little clock modules. They're like brand new, like dead stock stuff. There's nothing really particular about them. I found more out about them based on this little pamphlet thing that came with them. Right there. It's for a GM or whatever. I listed them for 20 bucks. There was no price on them. I just figured, hey, I'll list them for 20 and maybe, just maybe, someone will want one. Well, I've already sold 4 so far before this at 20 each. A lot of questions on them too. People wanted to know about them, know where I got them, and all kinds of stuff. And I got a couple of good feedbacks already that said it worked awesome. Well, someone came through and bought 6. So There's 4, there's 5, and there's 6. And I actually have one more left in there, so I can, usually I kind of short my listings one by quantity, just in case I find one that's like not in good enough condition, or, you know, someone, I don't know, something goes wrong, one gets lost in the mail, and I need to send another one out. Something, I always try to keep one, and then I edit the listing when I get to that last one. But these right here sold for 20 a piece. So the guy bought 6 of them. That's 120 shipped. I think I paid like 360 that day when I bought everything. Just in these alone, I ended up selling $200. Is that right? Yes, I can do math. I have a math degree too, which is pretty sad if I can't do basic math. But anyways, 200 shipped just on those, and I got all the Tandy stuff, the magazines, the reel-to-reels, everything that I bought that day. We're already way into the profits now, and we still have a stuff that's probably going to sell for the next probably couple years. But that was really cool. It's one of those things where, like I said, there was a bunch of them. I just took a chance. Who knows? Maybe they're worth a little bit more than that, but I'm not going to complain. I'll get these packed up, and I'll go ahead and edit the listing because we do have one more that we can put up there, and hopefully he'll sell for 20 bucks as well. So that's everything right now, guys. Oh, no, it's not. I sold an ADT sign. This is from a friend of mine that used to have ADT. I don't know. I really should look to see if you should even sell these, but it sold for like 25 shipped. It's probably going to go first class. It's super light, but people do buy them, so I probably check to see if it's okay. I mean, all you're doing is putting your yard, I guess, if you already have AD&T to ADT or whatever, to try to deter burglars or whatever. But yeah, 25 shipped, not too bad there. Hey everyone, final sale. This is Tony Hawk's Project 8 for PS2. I think this sold for like 7 or 8 ships, something like that. Going out first class.